sports station. This is the Morning Crossfire
with Femi D Live.
Many thanks for joining in. We're streaming live right now on YouTube and on Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. There you find us this very morning. So go on, follow through with the stream at this time at Nigeria Info Abuja. You'll be able to drop your live comments as I read out the headlines for you this very morning. Okay, and then, of course, it's the community where we're building the largest set of followers. And yes, you can see other people's comments as they write in. You can debate your viewpoint and the reasons for choosing your viewpoint, as one would find on those platforms. It's on YouTube and on Facebook at this time at Nigeria Info Abuja. All right, as we read out the headlines, don't forget that the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers, and we on Nigeria Info are only informing you at this time of the headlines as we have them for this very morning. Our review for today will cover the following sets of papers. We'd like to review stories from The Nation newspaper, Daily Trust newspaper, not missing out on Daily Post, This Day newspaper, and Punch newspaper for today. Okay? This set of stories will do us good to follow through with them. I'd like to start off by reviewing from The Nation newspaper.
This is Morning Crossfire.
From The Nation newspaper now, Naira. Customers overwhelm banks with cash demands. Southwest leaders back Tinubu, commend APC on power shift. Power shift. APC governors, heroes of unity, says Wike. No relief in sight as Naira scarcity persists. Core member wanted over arms possession and money laundering. APC suspends national vice chair for 6 months. NNPCL boasts of 1.8 billion petrol stock. Lagos girls rely on men to sort bills, says rapper Dremo. Army assures of adequate security. In Anambra State, 4 policemen, 3 gunmen killed in another shootout. Body of 80-year-old pulled from Kwara fire. Why Tinubu should be next president by Ayinde. As Benue governor finishes with automatic flourish. There's a story about that there. Lagos to rehabilitate wastewater infrastructure. Bauchi, Ondo, Anambra top states with the highest inflation rates. Other stories of interest, well, we're yet to achieve 100% compliance. There's a story about that as well in The Nation. Of interest as well. Nigeria's dilemma, this statistic-based story associated with numbers from the from the MBS. Megaskia, the unmaking of a myth. Okay, that's a story written around President Muhammadu Buhari as it appears in The Nation for today. All right, well, these are some of the leading stories from The Nation for today. Presidential poll, southern states and zoning also is time. Buhari due in Lagos for Asiwaju's mega rally is also in the paper for today. Endorsement of Obi Sakusan, says Pandev. A number of widows and others protest land dispossession plots. UTME, JAMB registers 1.6 million candidates. APC, PCC kicks against Najatu role in polls. Oh, by the way, the PSC, that's the Police Service Commission, say they have stepped down our role in supervising the police in the northwestern part of the country. There was a release around that yesterday. Moving on from The Nation now. Daily Trust also offers some interesting stories. Naira scarcity. I'm suffering. My family can't cook, says Oji Kalu. Sanusi says Naira redesign will hurt politicians more than ordinary Nigerians. Will Nigerians vote count this time around? Lassa fever kills 85 Nigerians in 6 weeks. Police deploy 18,000 for elections in Kano. Arrest 365. Police declare core member wanted in Anambra over firearm possession. NHRC seeks free medical examination for victims of rape. Fresh earthquake shakes Turkey, Syria after over 40,000 deaths. PSC bows to pressure, removes Najatu from election day. DPO gone down in fresh Anambra attack. Other stories, Lassa fever kills 85 Nigerians in 6 weeks. Naira swap, Malami meets Adamu, Bagudu, El Rufai and others. Moro to Benue now, to Benue electorate. Shom Autumn's directive, vote for Atiku. Of interest as well, police deploy 18,000 for election in Kano, arrest 365. Don't succumb to politicians' antics, Owaneze tells Buhari and INEC. All right, well, these are some of the stories in Daily Trust for today. Now, to Daily Posts now, banks, business owners count huge revenue losses amid Naira crisis. 2023 presidency, how candidates may fare in Adamawa as Obi banks on ex-SGF Lawal. 2023, PDP crisis strengthens Atiku's chances in Ekiti. Presidential race, odds favor Atiku, Tinubu in Niger State. Also of interest, presidential election. Details of INEC meeting with Tambo Mbeki led Commonwealth observers. Timipre Silva lists 3 things responsible for crude oil losses in Nigeria. New Turkey earthquake leaves people trapped under rubble in Haiti. Ogun State jubilation as Abiodun commissions road hospitals in Abeokuta. Naira crisis, I'm suffering. No money to cook food. Orji Kalu cries out. 150 Nigerians repatriated from Niger Republic. 2023, Wike Ikpeazu will support Tinubu. Orji Kalu makes revelations. PDP APC in close chase for Osun voters. 2023, APC is hero of Nigeria. Governor Wike speaks. Relax. We've done all we need to do. Tinubu to support us. Osimhen says, I started my career as a defender. All right, well, these are stories from Daily Post. Moving on to this day now. Irabo, we're good to go with Saturday elections. That would have to be the army chief. Old banknotes, APC governors provoking anarchy, says Atiku. Despite over 400% rise in price of rice, federal government insists it has transformed in country's production. APC campaign, we foresee no rerun in presidential poll. Federal government's energy transition plan, others will shape interventions in trade competitiveness, says Adebayo. Keeping up with all the stories, INEC says over 1.5 million party agents to participate in general elections. Polls, CSOs won against circumvention of beavers in parts of Nigeria. And then you also find of interest Victor Alemo Adoji, my plans for Kogi East Senatorial District. All right, well, these are stories from this day. Let's round off by taking a look at stories from the Punch newspaper for today. Now, from the Punch. Elections. 100 clerics declare support for Tinubu in Rivers. Kwara police arrest medical doctor over alleged organ harvesting. Naira swap implementation irrational. APC PCC director. Petrol rose by 55% to 257 naira per litre in January, according to the MBS. Transport worker stabs colleague to death in Lagos. Election duty. PSC bows to APC pressure, drops Najatu. 4 days to polls. Naira chaos grounds economy. How I stopped Obasanjo's third term bid in National Assembly, says article. Kidnappers after U.S. citizens in Nigeria, says embassy. Anambra NSAS scandal. I was tortured in underground cell, says victim. Chrisland. Witness autopsy done. Police awaits results. Fani Kayode hospitalized after DSS grilling, says lawyer. Transport, okay, I did take that already. 8 varsity students die in crash, parents mourn. 17 escape death as boat capsizes in Lagos. 13 killed in gun attacks on Anambra police stations. Fraudsters impersonates Rivers CP, dupe job seekers. Fraud. Anambra Command launches manhunt for core member. NSCDC recovers 3,896 liters of petrol in bush. Lagos man remanded for allegedly defiling 15-year-old girl. All right. Dunamis founder Paul Eneche endorses Obi. INEC recruits 17,812 for elections in Adamawa State. Atiku is not candidate, says ACF chieftain. Delta APC youths defect to PDP as Ohaneze women endorse Atiku Okowa. Amechi working for Atiku, Rivers PDP alleges. Kogi governorship race, Smart Adeyemi challenges Faleke, orders to public debate. All right, well, these are stories that are up there for today. Do remember, the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers, and we on Nigeria Info have only informed you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
It's now time to listen to you as we take your calls on. We ask of you to follow through with our editorial guide. Your calls need to be devoid of hateful speech, lies, fake news, and abuses. We ask of you to be truthful and factual as you share with us on Nigeria Info this very morning. We plead with you to keep your emotions in check as you call in or writing your messages. You can join in to the show now on 0700-951-0000. Again, that's 0700-951-0000 or 08095974869. 08095974869. And on WhatsApp, write in your message or call in on that platform as well on 080-999-30137. We're streaming live on Facebook right now. Ooh, I see your comments as they've come in. Similar experience I do see on Facebook as well. Eric's message is there, Moaz's message is there, and many other people have written in. I'll be keeping up with your messages in a short while from now. Let's start off with the phone lines.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Thanks for joining in and good morning to you.
Good morning, Dr. Femi D. Ameli. How are you? How are your loved ones?
Very well. Thanks for connecting.
My name is Abubakar Kolenu Purongwa Walada.
Welcome.
We are praying our prayers still remain with the people of Turkey and Syria who are being ravaged by the deadly earthquake. As we are talking now, thousands are trapped under the rubble. May God show mercy to the people of Turkey and Syria. May this deadly earthquake come to an end. God show mercy to even the whole mankind, to all people who are in distress throughout the world. Coming back to Nigeria, what is the essence of democracy? If we are going to general election, we are closing down the entire country, down economically, socially. Is the election greater than the people of Nigeria livelihood and means of living? We should ask, where the integrity? Where the integrity? When the rule of law is being sabotaged.
How is it sabotaged? Because every election that we've had in Nigeria, we've often had to have people stay at home for reasons such as security. So how has that been sabotaged?
We have the ruling of the Supreme Court, the Apex Court in the which says the old Naira note and the new Naira should exist pending they should respect the status quo. So, a credible government, I know, respect the rule of law, or uphold the rule of law. You, Femi, where you are as a head of a media organization, what makes your organization tick is upholding principle and policy of your organization.
So let me understand you clearly. Are you insinuating that the election should be postponed because of the Naira crisis?
No, who created the Naira crisis? It's a conspiracy. Who created now?
Abubakar, it's likely it's a yes or a no. Are you saying it should be postponed because of the Naira crisis?
It should not be postponed. But why should the economy be trampled because of election?
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Good morning, Femi D.
Yes. Good morning.
Abubakar from Gwagwalada. And good morning, Mala Haruna from Kubwa. My name is Salasi.
All right, Salasi.
I want to comment on the workers that serve his colleagues in Lagos. You know, we should always control our emotion, most especially this anger. I quite believe that person will be regretting of what he has done. You could imagine. And if someone, again, defiled how many years old daughter, I think that man should be dealt with. You know, the was giving care of you under your care, and you could imagine, most especially some of these people that they have been giving these children to take care of them would be molesting them. They shouldn't allow all these things to thrive. They should make sure that he pay for it. So that is my contribution this morning. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria Info.
All right. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, sir.
Good to have you on. What's your name?
I'm Mr. Damien from Bagarape.
Okay. Good to have you on.
I am commenting on the newspaper headlines that say, for NNPCL endorses for big. That is an excellent job.
Okay, just turn down the volume of your radio a little bit more, please.
All right, so I will just focus on maybe. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, for NNPCL endorses Peter Obi. That is a good one because we are not looking at parties. We are off the days that people used to come and give us sugar, Maggi, and say we should vote for this particular candidate. But this time around, everybody is passing through the door that we are unable to see the other side.
Oh, there. Looks like the connection is quite unstable there. But on Facebook, Dr. Mrs. Olebara from Ori says, we pray for the right persons to lead, not to rule, to give, not to take. Moral compass, not ruthless captains. Installing those who deserve our loyalty and leadership, not those that demand our dealership and lordship, okay? Men and women who stand tall on moral foundation, who march on gold in search of honor with service and heart of love for us. Leaders with the fear of God and ambition of living here better than the methods. Alu Major Ojada says, good morning from D Live. I'm watching you for the very first time from First Bank Gate. I left my house as early as 3 a.m. looking for Naira. The suffering is too much for Nigerians. Also, Onyeka Asonaya says, good morning from D. Buhari due in Lagos for Tinubu's rally. We know who Buhari is supporting. If you know, then you'd understand, said Jude Other written in. Tosin Rotipin says, good morning from D. It's Tosin from Wuse 2. Let's go out massive. Come on Saturday and vote our preferred candidate. God bless Nigeria and Nigeria Info. Eric Diamond says, good morning from D. This Naira scarcity is debilitating. Even though I have been able to manage living via making transfer for all my transactions, I still need cash for some basic things. The suffering to get cash is very frustrating. Ugona Okoye says, good morning, Femi. Please, where are the demonstrations not happening in the north? Are they not affected by the cash scarcity? While I appreciate the sufferings, I believe there's a political underturn to the violence. Ugona writes that in. Usoro Stevens from Lagos says, good morning, Femi D. Scarcity of banknotes has exposed some governors and politicians. Nigeria, we be great again. God bless Nigeria. He writes. And then checking in as well with this other message, also Francis Inamani from Amma Gunze in Enugu State also joins the conversation here. He writes in and he says, good morning, looking forward for a successful, peaceful and transparent poll come 25th of February 2023. May God help also Francis Inamani writing that in. Well, those would have to be some of the messages we do have this very morning on Facebook. I'll take up some of them from YouTube after the break. Stay close with us right here on Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire with Femi D. Amelin.